Hi guys, it's your girl Kenyetta from We Gonna Talk About It. How my people's doing? I hope y'all all doing good. Good evening. So guys, let's get right into it. I can't take this no more. Every time I'm watching YouTube or TV, I see another one of our stars being sued for some kind of sexual allegations. So tonight we will be talking about the rapper Fat Joe, who has been in the rap industry for I say over a decade now. Very successful individual. He is being sued for I believe it's $70 million or $20 million, one of those, by TA. TA is a former employee, you would say, of Fat Joe. He used to be under Fat Joe under his label, which used to be called Terror Squad. If you know, you know. Remy Ma was under there. Pun was under there. Like a whole bunch of rappers was under there. They was a serious group. Anywho, TA is accusing Fat Joe of sleeping with minors 15 and 16 years old. He has witnessed this, he said. Also, he is accusing Fat Joe of stealing royalties, not paying his full pay for services rendered as far as writing rap music for um, Fat Joe. So it's allegations of that. Allegations of sexual acts not basically being performed to keep his job, to keep his status under Terror Squad. Guys, these are all allegations. This has not been proven to be, but it's not proven that, Fat Joe is guilty of anything right now. What I want to discuss is this. I know we have the Puffy case going on. We have the Shannon Sharpe case is going to be going on. He's being sued by a young lady stating that he physically assaulted her and raped her against her will. Fat Joe now is in trouble with this lawsuit. What is going on? Do you guys feel a certain kind of way, like, like we just getting picked upon here? Like they just pulling our apples from the tree? Do you think that? Or do you think that these allegations are really going on? We have seen some of the stuff that Puffy has done. We've heard of it many years. It's not a surprise to me. Fat Joe is definitely a surprise to me. Even there's allegations of when Pun died, Pun's wife came out to the Breakfast Club saying that Fat Joe didn't give any money, any royalties, anything towards the actual, like the burial, the funeral, anything. So allegations like that have been, put upon him before. I've heard that. Okay. These are all allegations. Once again, these are not things proven to be true yet. I do believe this. I do believe TA was, like he was taken advantage of, yes, as far as the money aspect, not rendering services, like giving services to Fat Joe and not getting paid for it. I do believe that because this was, this was basically talked about over the years. This is like 20 guys, this has got to be like 20 years old. It might even be older because TA hasn't been under Fat Joe in many years. They have parted ways. I do believe this. If TA is accusing Fat Joe of sleeping with minors 15 and 16, and he's saying that he witnessed it, when you witness these things, how come you did not come forward and be a protector of these children that were getting these sex, things done against them? How come he wasn't a protector of them? You just, because you were under Fat Joe's realm at that time and you was getting paid your money for the jobs that you was doing, you just decided to, close a blind eye? You didn't care about people's children then because you were getting your money. You know what I mean, guys? I just feel like too much of this is going on now where people want to come out the woodwork like years later and tell these stories, these accusations. I'm not for it. You know why? Because I feel like if these things was going on at that time, why didn't you open your mouth? Why didn't you help these children? Aren't you an accomplice? Like, I would think that you're accomplice at this point. Like, you did nothing to help these people's children. And you saw these things going on, so you say. So now, my people, do you believe these accusations? If you know Fat Joe and you know what I'm talking about and you've heard this before, please chime in. Tell me if you believe these things to be true. I don't know, guys, at all. I've never heard any allegations of Fat Joe before, messing with minors. Never heard that before. This is the first time I'm ever hearing that. Now, as far as royalties and paying people their rightful money, I've heard that he has a pattern of not paying people. Okay. Um, that is terrible in itself as well. When Pun died, it was very devastating to the rap community. Pun was a great rapper. I mean, he was so good that, you know, people knew he was better than Fat Joe. Fat Joe knew it too. That's why he kept, you know, Big Pun under his Terror Squad rim, because he knew that he was so talented. Unfortunately, we lost Pun because of his not taking care of himself. You know, young man died a young man because he was simply very big. He was obese, as we all know. I think it was said to be over 400 or 500 pounds. We can obviously see that when he would be back and forth on the stage, literally about to collapse because he couldn't keep up the stamina because of his weight. He was, you know, he was warned, but sometimes the addiction of the food takes over. Um, Somebody told me that, you know, if you're not smart, you could die by the fork. And you know what that is. You die by food. So this is what happened to Big Pun. And when it happens and he passed away, you know, everybody thought, okay, everything's gonna be taken care of. His kids, you know, his wife. The wife came out literally saying that Fat Joe never gave her a penny of money. She was basically lied to about royalties that were owed to him, money that was owed to him. We thought like literally she was gonna be rich. At one time she was homeless in a shelter with her children because she had no money, and she said that Fat Joe didn't help her. Now, Fat Joe, of course, says that's not true. She is fibbing on him, as they usually do. Um, it's just a terrible ordeal. Like I said, I believed the wife. I believe she had no reason to lie. She was really in a home. She was videoing it. You can actually see it on, I believe, YouTube if they haven't taken it down. She was really in a home with her children. And Big Pun was the reason why, literally, Fat Joe was so successful. You know, he had a heavyweight behind him. So it's crazy that he would not pay the wife. But anyway, he didn't, allegedly. And now TA is accusing him of the very same things and adding other allegations as well. Now, I want to get to this because TA also said that he was fearful of losing his job if he did not perform certain sexual acts. Now, he didn't say that Fat Joe wanted him to do sexual acts on him. He didn't say he was doing it on the children. He said he felt fearful he would lose his job if he didn't perform sexual acts. Now, I need to hear more of that. I don't know what that means. You got to give us some more information, TA. That's not enough. Go into what sexual acts you talking about. I feel like as if he's leaving us to wonder. I don't want to wonder. If you telling on Fat Joe now and you got a lawsuit, let the truth come out, okay? If you speaking the truth, let the truth come out. Say what sexual acts you talking about. Guys, do you want to know what sexual acts he's talking about? Because if you talking about Fat Joe was making you do sexual acts on him, then now we have another Diddy situation all over again. And I just like, I'm sick of it. I'm wondering who it's gonna be next week. You know what I'm saying? Because there's allegations everywhere. And I feel like, you know, I'm still saying this, guys. Puffy is gonna get off. They have already thrown out 3 charges, okay? I believe they're giving Puffy a spanking. And when I say they're giving Puffy a spanking, they're giving Puffy a spanking because he got out of line with the people in charge. Okay. He got out of line with the people in charge. Okay. The Illuminati, is real. If you don't believe it, get some information. It's real, okay? Puffy proceeded to sue that liquor company and he won. And honey, after that happened, all his dirty laundry started coming out. Okay, all of it. And we've been hearing for years about Puffy's parties, his freak offs. He's been doing it forever. Okay, Rick James has been to Puffy's freak off parties. And that was when he was living and alive. So we know Puffy's a freak. That's not a problem. It's a problem when you're affecting people's children, you know, when you're hurting people physically. I believe that's when it's truly an issue. But I'm going to tell you this, guys, this stuff is crazy when children start coming up. When children start coming up, it's really a problem for me because I'm like, I don't know if I want to believe you at this point when you bring out these allegations about children, because I feel like it's your job to stop wrong, harmful things that are happening to people's children. TA, if you knew that Joe was sleeping around with 15 and 16-year-old children at this time when you were under his, you know, his realm of employment, why wouldn't you speak up? You're fearful of losing your job, but you're not fearful of him hurting children? I'm sorry, guys. I have to lose my job. I worry about that later. You know what I'm saying? Being a mother, you know, first and foremost, we don't want our children to be, you know, basically hurt or having sexual acts being done on them when they're going to concerts and stuff. You know, we don't want that. So if somebody, in the actual team knows about this, don't you think they're responsible to tell the police or tell somebody higher up that this is going on? That Fat Joe is molesting children and sleeping with them, allegedly? Don't you feel that way? I do. When I heard it, I was literally sick to my stomach because I kept saying, you know, I just don't know if I want to believe it. 1, I don't know where all of this is coming from. 2, you know, 3, I feel like I'm only seeing us get these allegations against us. How come I don't see nobody else allegations? It can't be that they squeaky clean now. Do you believe they're squeaky clean? I don't know. Guys, I'm trying to listen to these things and I'm taking all the alleged stuff into consideration for other people, for people's children, you know, but I'm going to tell you this too, what I believe. I do believe Fat Joe swindled him out of money, but this has been going on since back in the day, like when our mother and fathers were listening to music, their favorite people like Smokey Robinson, you know, Teddy Pendergrass, Luther Vandross, they all got swindled out of money. This is what the record companies do. That's their job. I feel like they always are hustling people out of their money. You know, look at TLC. Pebbles basically stole all their money. They had to start all over. So, you know, these things have been going on for years. So I feel like I'm not saying it's right. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's been going on for years. And I believe that these people that want to be stars are so blinded by that they just sign anything. Get your lawyers together. You know, you got to lawyer up when you get involved in the industry. industry business is very crooked. You know, it's a crooked place. It's where all the devils and deviants, it's where they lie. And this is the pool of people that you're going to do business with. Do you really think that they're gonna be honest to you? What makes you think that when they've been doing this for years to people? They're not gonna be honest. It's up to you to take your own star power and, you know, get the right lawyers, the right people to tell you, no, this is not a right contract. Don't sign this. Maybe you should wait. Think about what you're doing. We need more of that, you know. And like I said, these alleged allegations of the children, I need more. And I need to hear more, TA. Yeah, I said it. I need to hear more of what sexual acts you talking about that you had to do. And if you didn't do it, you were scared you was gonna lose your job. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear like making us wonder. Oh, I had to do sexual acts so I wouldn't lose my job. What sexual acts? Be more specific. We need that. Okay. So, guys, this is our talk tonight. Tell me if these things are affecting you, that our stars are being basically picked apart. All these allegations, these lawsuits, do you think there's any truth behind any of this? Do you believe that, you know, it's not one-sided? Do you believe that they're just looking for bad people altogether? It has nothing to do with, you know, let's talk about it. I know it's an ugly thing to bring up, but ugliness needs to be talked about too, because guess what? It happens, okay? It happens. And sometimes we have to say the very things that we see is happening. And I'm sorry, I'm seeing all of our stars get it. I'm not saying they're innocent in anything. They have to be proven guilty to, you know, be guilty of anything. But I'm just saying, I would like to see a rainbow in this. Okay. Would you like to see a rainbow? I wouldn't like to see it at all, to be honest, because it's disgusting that people are doing this to children. It's disgusting. But I would like a mixture, not just one flavor. Anyway, guys, that is our topic for the evening. Do you believe that Fat Joe is guilty? These are all alleged allegations. Like I said, he has not been proven guilty of anything. This lawsuit has just started. So, guys, with that being said, let's talk about something else. Guys, what have you been doing to stay cool in this heat? This heat wave is something serious. We begged Jesus to give us a summer, and boy, has he gave us a hot summer. It just started on the 20th. And when I tell you 95 degrees where I live, 96, 98, heat index 101, it's crucial. Crucial. Your girl felt like she was in a sauna. Literally, like I couldn't catch my breath. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to come out of my skin. Did you guys feel like that? Did you drink a lot of water? I've been saying for the last couple days, guys, make sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated. It is so important. Also, the elders, our parents, our grandparents, if they're still living, make sure they're drinking a lot of water and staying hydrated too. It's really more crucial for them. And they need to stop being cheap and run their air conditioning. Them window fans is not cutting it, okay? It's just blowing the hot air in there. I know they love to say, oh, I'm not hot. I put my fan on, or I took my clothes off. No, air conditioning. We need that, okay? I don't care if y'all get a little one, put it in one room. Stay in that one room and be cool. The only time you need to leave that room is for water and food and bathroom, and go back in there. It's just so crucial. There were so many older people on the news that had collapsed because of the heat. It's just terrible for them. It's terrible. So guys, let's be mindful of that. Let's keep our elders cool. Keep them cool. But anyway, guys, so this is our topic for tonight. I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. I've been just busy with work, but still filming, as you know I do. Like, I'll still film in the morning. but I'm trying to move my schedule around a little bit where I'm able to fit my blogs in. I really want to do them when I get home. If I can. If I can't, and it's really where I can't do them at home, then I'll do them in the car at work. As long as I get out a video for you, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, God has a journey for me, and I am going to follow that journey until the end, guys. And I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to all of you that have been watching, continually watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is very important. I want only good people on my side. So if you're a good person, you're an around the way person, and you love Jesus, come on over here. Come to my community. I got a bunch of good people over here. Okay. Come on over. I talk trash talk, but guess what? I don't have to be a yuck mouth, is what I call it. Okay. I don't have to have a yuck mouth, but I can talk some trash. And I know this. So, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, it's your girl Kenyatta from We Gonna Talk About It. Have a great night. Peace out.